Oh hi! I did not expect to see you there. I realized that I haven't really created a video in a very long time, and so I summoned all my remaining brain cells after a calculus synchronous class, and this is what we ended up with. But really, I just wanted a nicer desk. Also, are people not gonna talk about my swivel chair?
That means you're extra.
Now before we proceed with this video, I thought that it was only proper that I further elaborate and explain the reason why I haven't been creating videos the past 3 weeks, 1 year, 1 decade, 1 century, 1 eternity, who knows how long I've been gone. I have been gone for quite a while, and the reason being is that I stumbled upon the 2 detrimental things to any college content creator. The first one is calculus, and the second one is a sore throat or a throat infection. If you noticed, my voice has been weird. If you did not notice, well, I don't know how to make you notice my existence. But I'm pretty fine as long as I also drink a bunch of gargles and sprays. I may or may not have overdosed on the gargle and the spray just because they make my throat feel so numb. And it's the best feeling in the world. But anywho, please do not overdose on medicine. That is not right. Do not do that. I don't. Now, I deem it only fit that I show you my current desk setup. Now, this is currently what my desk looks like. I know it doesn't even look like a desk, but you know, let's consider it a desk. So I have a bunch of random things here. Most of them aren't even mine. Just kidding, they're mostly mine. So this is my table area. I have my water bottle always in here, and I have this throat spray that I have been overdosing on. Then I just have a bunch of things here, and this was actually my brother's, but then he doesn't use it anymore, so I decided I wanted to give it a try. I never understood why people liked phone stands. I don't understand why people, you know, why are you gonna buy something and all it does is make your phone stand up? I didn't see the point, but now I kind of do. So now I really want a phone stand. I also have all of my chargers in here, and this is not really part of my desk, but I mean it has a printer, so I guess I use it too. Swivel chair. This chair makes me want to wake up every morning and open Canvas because that means I have the right to sit on the chair. This swivel chair is my only motivation for studying at this point of this school year. So that's essentially how my desk looks like. But now that you have a pretty good idea as to what my desk looks like, hopefully that gives you a better idea of my reasoning why I want to have a desk makeover. Or maybe I'm just being a brat. It could be any of those two. So essentially, the desk table is actually pretty okay, but it's just a little too small for my liking. I swear I'm okay. This desk, I believe, is currently around 70 by 45 centimeters, but what I wanted was somewhere around 100, at least for the length. I did not buy another table, but instead, my desk table in my pretty room is bigger than this table, so my idea is to just switch them, so we're just gonna do that. But at the same time, if you remember from my previous video, I did ask a carpentry shop to actually lift up my table so they extended the legs, but now I regret that decision because now it's too high, and my what do you call these? What do you call these? Elbows, they're called elbows. So now my elbows can't even sit on top of them. It's stressful and it's just uncomfortable. So because of said uncomfortable assets of said table, my dad is gonna help us chop off legs. Hi everyone, and welcome to the segment How to Chop Legs. If possible, kindly and gently amputate said table so that it'll be easier to chop off its legs. Also, I just realized that my table was made in Malaysia, which is amazing. After that, please acquire a child, preferably that of a relative or like a cousin or something. Next, you want to make markings on the legs that you are about to chop. To make this possible and even, just get a measuring tape and set the length that you want to chop off, and then just put it at the bottom and then just trace on top of that. Hopefully that made sense. If it did not, just ask my dad. Next step is to acquire a dad who has carpentry tools. And since he owns the carpentry tools, just let him do everything for you. But if you would like to do it yourself, just get a piece of wood and then put the leg on top and then chop chop chop. And after feeling completely useless, it's your turn to sand now. This is completely optional. Your table is going to be standing whether or not you sand it, but because you just want to feel significant, then you could do it. After that, please acquire a dancing mom and tell her to stop. Please stop. This is embarrassing. Now while we're at it, get some really random pieces of wood from an old bed frame that you have been hoarding. And since it's from a bed frame, you would have to remove staples. But since you can't do that because you don't have enough bodily strength, just ask someone to do it. Now ask a quiet father to cut 45 degrees off of the edges of the wood planks. Now while that's happening, you can go into your brother's room and celebrate the fact that he was able to mount his own television. Be really proud and do a thumbs up and be really loud. He will surely appreciate it. And magically, after you celebrate your brother's victories, you finally now have an air conditioning frame because there are birds inside your air condition. Okay, and now that the legs of my table have been chopped off, and it's already the next day, we're gonna do a switcheroo thing. But so that I no longer carve out any more minutes from your time, we're gonna do a magic trick. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a fail, but at least we all know that I did try, okay? Okay, cover your ears because this is gonna sound really noisy. Also, the kid is watching Over the Moon. Fly away, Chang'e, are you calling to me? Anyway, cover your ears. Also very quickly, don't mind my allergy over here. Actually, there's two of them. If you're wondering where I got this bookshelf, I actually just assembled it yesterday while we were chopping off some legs. I actually assembled it. I got it from Shopee. It's like a bamboo type of bookshelf thingy. It feels okay. It doesn't feel very sturdy, but I mean, for the job, it will do. And at the same time, for the price, I guess it's okay. Even though the instructions were in Chinese, and yes, I am Chinese, but I cannot understand Chinese. All I know to say is ni hao, and I know I didn't even say that properly. But the point is, you don't need the Chinese instructions to understand how to assemble it because it's quite straightforward. Piece them all together, put in the ladder steps, screw the ladder steps, and then repeat. But yeah, I think I like it. I really wanted a bookshelf beside this one because it has proven to be very useful. It's been so long since I last made a video, so I don't know where this is going, but we shall continue. A few main things that I wanted my desk to have is actually a laptop stand because my back hurts and I'm sort of starting to bend the older I get. So just like any good back owner, I thought that I should get something to address that problem, and perhaps a laptop stand will do. Now we're also going to be putting a laptop on the laptop stand. So I got a hard case for my laptop. I didn't used to have a hard case because I didn't like it, but I have to get one now because I fear that it gets scratched. So wow, that's pretty great. I like that. I like how it looks. And since we have a laptop stand, we have a keyboard because I'm hopping on the bandwagon of people who have a Logitech K380. I got this I actually got all of these from Shopee. This one is from Pixel Play. Remember that when you order something on Shopee or anywhere on the internet, open it first, check if it works, use it for a day or two before you release the payment to the seller. Wow! So in proper human fashion, if you get a new keyboard and you want to see how it works, just go to typingtest.com. I'm really bad at this. Now while my laptop is restarting, we're gonna look at the other things. Now like I showed you, I actually had this before in my old desk. So I got a prettier one. Yeah, not bad at all. Okay, if you're wondering if I have a mouse, I do not have, but my brother has. Anything that's my brother's is mine's, but anything that's mine's isn't exactly his. Now for this thing, I actually wanted to put the printer on top. I actually bought this bookshelf with the dimensions of the printer in mind. Wow, I can't believe we're doing something right. I just finished figuring out where I wanted the extension wire to be. This table has a cute little convenient hole in the middle, and that's where we're gonna be putting the extension things. The extension cord is actually just below here, and I tied up all of the excess cord just so that this will be exactly this length. So the cord just comes out of here, and then it, you know, goes up here, and I just remove that, and then I just amazing. So here's what we have as of the moment. I have put quite a ton of books. Most of them aren't mine, but I do have my set of books. These ones are mine. Yep, that's it. I also put this one. Yeah, it's actually quite nice. It's a Xiaomi thing. And then I also remembered that we have baskets. So I'm gonna get the baskets. Hold up. We have our basket over here. One of them I'm actually gonna put a plant so that I can put it here. But this one I'm gonna put my PE stuff in it. Zoe belongs there. Also, is it really weird that my legs look kind of skinny? We are done with our desk. I can finally actually study because I haven't been doing modules for about 3 days ever since I got sick. But I actually really like the type of environment that I now have. I don't think I'm going to be having back problems anytime soon, so that is very reassuring. There are still things that I want to fix, like maybe more stuff on the shelf. I also like that it is very plain and simple, just because I don't like it when desks are a little too full or there's just a lot of clutter on top. Thank you for watching, and thank you for carving out time in your day, I guess. Keep studying. Let me know if you also decorate your room, because if you do, I want to see how much better you are than me, and it doesn't really make me feel good about myself, but sure, I will take it. So I love you all from the bottom of my hypothalamus, and don't get sick. It's the worst thing that could happen right now. Actually, not the worst, but just don't get sick, okay? Stay safe, and I love you from the bottom of my hypothalamus. Bye-bye!